No, you don't need the.
I'm doing this my way. He a legend, he a legend, he a legend. He a legend, he a legend, he a legend. He a legend. Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of idols. Welcome to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league, to the league of idols.
No way. You've got to be kidding me. Impossible. No. 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 Well, kinda. But no. Mostly no. That's ridiculous. Horrible. How does that even happen? I can't believe it. I just don't get it. I can't explain what happened last night. 3 of the biggest favorites have lost again. It's like we're in week 17 of the NFL. I mean, there's no other explanation. There's no other explanation. That changes things. It changes things. When we're looking forward now, we're just gonna think of it like week 17 in the NFL because I mean it's just ridiculous. How does Khan and Karsa, Duanbe, Y4, and Korea? I mean that would be horrible. I mean they performed horrible last night. Korea won. His team won. Whatever. You didn't save my lineups, bud. So fine. All we can do is turn the page. We're on to China. We're on to China. If you have a question for me, I can assure you my answer will be we're on to China. So tonight, again, there's a combo slate. China and Korea. But before we move forward, I just wanted to say that I've lighted? I lit a candle for the departed souls of Top Esports. I would like to apologize to everyone who lost money on Top Esports last night, but just be glad to know that Jackie Love has come in and he is currently dismantling the entire Top Esports organization. I don't know if he will start next week, but if he doesn't start by the playoffs, I'm going to lose my mind, as if I haven't already lost my mind. So let's just go. Perfect lineup round 2. Almost perfect lineup round 2. Composure. Be composed. Be a winner. Be a winner. All right. In the top lane, we've got 3 top laners on underdogs who are very interesting. I like all 3 of them. If I'm being honest with you, I like all 3 of them. Right now, I feel like a crazy person, and I think part of that is because I like crazy tonight. Rogue Warriors is playing against RNG. RNG has lost to some other bad teams that have styles that may get a lot of kills. Rogue Warriors, they make a ton of kills in the game. So either RNG is going to win, or Rogue Warriors is going to win, and regardless of the outcome, there should be a ton of fantasy scoring. And Crazy is the guy who I want to potentially have in my lineups if I'm playing a Rogue Warrior stack. You could even do a one-off. Last week he came in and he scored 88 points in 2 games. The series was 3 games. They didn't start him game 1. They lost. Start him game 2. They win. Game 3, they win, I think. But who else are we considering in the top lane? Summit, for those of you who don't know, is actually, he's a pretty attractive guy. You think about most of these League of Legends players, and the stigma is that they're a bunch of fat nerds. There's really not that many fat nerds playing League of Legends professionally, but this guy Summit, you better watch out. Hide your wife. I'm just saying. Summit, he's a good-looking kid. That's a little weird. Not exactly the most important DraftKings piece of information, but it's the truth. And I can promise you, I will only give you the truth. And the truth is that my favorite top laner tonight, from an underdog, in a very high kill-scoring matchup, is Morgan. Morgan is also from Korea. Morgan is a carry player. Morgan has been used incorrectly for a lot of this season, but he has the tremendous upside that we're looking for in our lineups, especially from an underdog. He's going to give you some salary savings, and he's got that upside. So now we go to the jungle. And just to stay on brand, we're looking at LGD. Why would I not play Peanut? Peanut is the best. He has a peanut pillow in his picture when they're announcing the rosters. How much swag must you have to pull that off? It's unbelievable. Peanut is out of control. And you know who else is out of control? Haro. Haro played amazingly well last week. in that big tournament. He did everything he could to win me a lot of money. But Top Esports, who is now officially dead and gone, ruined everything. But that's not Haro's fault. Haro and Crazy, they both got a shot tonight. Watch out for those guys. If they win that matchup, they're going off. You might even want to do a mini stack with them. 2 guys. Only 2. Very inexpensive. Late game hammer. In the mid lane, in that same game, we have Xiaohu. Xiaohu, as we've said before, most important player on his team. When he plays well, the team plays well. When he dies 8 times as Silas, his team gets destroyed. There's not much analysis there. It's just Xiaohu, he is the mid laner. It's like in soccer. If you have a central midfielder who is complete garbage, the other team is going to control the middle of the field. In League of Legends, if you have a mid laner playing a bad game, they're going to control the middle of the map. And that's a lot of real estate. And I know real estate. But the best mid laner on the slate is the first member of the I just poked myself in the eye lineup. And that's crying. Because when you poke yourself in the eye, you're crying. And when you're crying, in order to make yourself feel better, a lot of time you start going like this, and it's like, oh man, you need to like get some air into the eyeball, maybe take off the glasses when you're doing this, because, you know, it'll help aerate your eyeball. You're doing a lot of winking. And if I'm winking and crying, I'm playing E-Star. I'm crying because of Top Esports, and because I have something in my eye, because of Top Esports, I'm not crying. You're crying. Crying is the mid laner for E-Star. E-Star is going to win. E-Star, wink. Wink at your lineup. That's a wink to all of you out there, because we're going to win tonight. And if we're going to have crying and wink, then the perfect lineup has to have Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi, extremely high correlation with his 2 carries. If they win tonight against World Elite, they're going to score 1 billion points. 1 billion! That's the official League of Items projection, is 1 billion. If you get 1 billion from Xiaoxi, 1 billion from Wink, 1 billion from Cryan, there is no way you lose. That's just math. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Xiaoxi is very good. It's obvious. Not only is he very good with 2 good carries on his team, Xiaoxi has also scored over 100 points twice this year. That's insane. They've done that twice. Who does that? That's craziness. The most important piece of information you need tonight to make your own almost perfect lineup is that E-Star beat Invictus Gaming. Invictus Gaming plays a similar playstyle to World Elite. Very heavy kills. Now, you might be looking at the lineup and saying, Pikel, why would I play Morgan against E-Star in the same lineup? That's a good question. You might want to switch off to Rogue Warriors if you're going to play the Cryan lineup. But this just shows you that the projections want you to jam these players into the same lineup. If it goes 3 games, maybe you get a game stack in there. Maybe that takes down a GPP. Who knows? But the projections don't lie, except for that they lie a lot at the time because projections are tough. But you know what? Executive decision. We're taking out Morgan, and we're going in with Crazy. I'm feeling crazy. What can I say? I'm feeling crazy. But you know what's not crazy? Is this lineup. This lineup, much better than the last one. If you tried to skip into this video and just look for the middle and find the lineup and be like, oh, this is the lineup that he wants me to play, well, then you would have made a mistake. Because the real masterminds watch the entire video, collect all of the information, synthesize that information, and then make their own lineup. But if you can't make your own lineup, you should try out the almost perfect lineup.
No, you don't need the.
Legend. He a legend. He a legend. He a legend. He a legend.